Hey everyone, I'm Melissa. I'm here at Dragon Man's. If you haven't heard of us, definitely come out. We are located 8 miles east of Colorado Springs, and we have shooting ranges, firearms store, military museum. There's, motorcycle machining, paintball, dirt bike tracks, and I offer classes here. So if you are looking to come out and visit us, definitely come out when the museum opens. It'll be a really fun weekend, April 26th and 27th. We'll have Dead Air on site doing demos, and also a machine gun vendor, and you can go rent a wide array of machine guns and celebrate your Second Amendment. Speaking of Second Amendment, just giving you all an update on SB 25-003. At this point, you all kind of know what it's about. It's essentially a permit to purchase bill, getting training, getting your eligibility card, getting your permission from the sheriff's departments to now take the training, in addition to paying egregious fees, and then also being entered into a registry. So all things that really infringe on the rights of Colorado residents. Take into account the excise tax that was just put into effect today. I'm making this video on April 1st. In addition to all the other laws that are really chipping away at the fabric of our Second Amendment here in Colorado and really in a lot of other states across the nation. So I really do appreciate CSSA teamed up with the NRA and Firearms Policy Coalition to actually file a lawsuit against the excise tax. So I really appreciate that. And then we'll kind of see what happens there. There's also a couple of petitions going around, one from the CSSA and Rocky Mountain gun owners to urge Polis not to sign SB3. And there's also a national petition going around on change.org. It is legitimate. Actually, the customer who started it shops here at Dragon Man. So it's essentially just trying to put pressure on the DOJ and bring awareness to Washington on a national level as to what's going on here in Colorado and potentially get involved. So I'll put the links to all of those petitions here in this video. But what will happen now is the president of the Senate and also the House Speaker will sign off on SB3. I am being told that that hasn't happened yet, but it could have happened today, could happen tomorrow, and then go on to Governor Polis's desk. That could have happened with them signing it today or tomorrow, and Polis could be getting it any day now. If he gets it before April 7th, he has 10 days to sign it, veto it, or let it sit on his desk. If he gets it after April 7th, and there's 30 or more days left in the session, he has 30 days to leave it on his desk and sign it, veto it, or let it just sit there and become law. A lot of you have been asking me whether I think Polis would sign it or not, and honestly, based off of the facts that I'm hearing as to his involvement with, CPW, figuring out how to finance it, and also letting the sponsors know that he potentially would not veto it if it was a permit to purchase bill, kind of lets me think that he would sign it. However, I don't want him to get off the hook that easily. So I just want everyone to, remind everyone across the country that this was Polis's bill. He signed this and he shouldn't get left off the hook very easily because it was other sponsors behind it. He definitely was a huge influence in this bill. And if he wants to go up on a national level and seek higher aspirations, I want him to be known for having signed one of the worst gun bills into law in Colorado. And this way he has it on his record forever and ever. Also, speaking of Polis, I am going to put a link in here. The video came out about 5 years ago, but if you haven't seen it, it's called Rocky Mountain Heist and how Colorado was bought. It really kind of will blow your mind as to explaining how Colorado got here and what was happening in the early 2000s to essentially start to change Colorado to become a blue state. And in that documentary, a lot of things were happening that are happening now. And it kind of shows how a lot of big money had a huge impact on campaigns and elections, and actually changing some laws to allow even more campaign money to go into being a part of elections. And it actually talks about the 2013 initial magazine ban bill and how a lot of protesters were coming out and, having a lot to say about their rights being stripped. And essentially the big money donors backing it, the millionaires, the billionaires, were essentially telling the representatives not to listen to their constituents because we're going to put so much money into your campaigns that will definitely get you voted in next time around come the next election. And I feel like it's pretty true to what's happening now. In the video, it also showed that all the sheriff's departments were against the bills, and it's just really a eye-opening documentary, so I really encourage you guys to watch that. However, I actually had some customers come in the last couple of days and they were asking me what can they do on an individual level. And for those people, I told them, number one, get out and vote. And if you can get 10 of your friends to vote. There is a decline in Republican voters here in Colorado, and it's kind of disheartening to know that we don't have good voter turnout. So I really hope this next election, I really thought we would see with the excise tax with Prop KK to get those people out, and we did manage to flip 3 House seats and 1 Senate seat. But for the next election, I get educated, read the ballots, know what's going on with all of that kind of language, and if you don't understand it, try to ask a friend, seek out information to get educated. I hope that all of this stuff is pissing you guys off, because you need to get out and vote. Also, there are some organizations that you can get involved in, and with those organizations that are fighting for your gun rights, I'd probably just encourage you to do your research, see what they're doing, see what they've done, see how they become active, and what your membership pays for, and all of that kind of stuff. So, and really just getting involved with, people who are like-minded, try to go to, political functions, and really just try to increase your education, your awareness towards what's happening in your state. If you watch that documentary, it really is showing the model that Democrats use to kind of shift Colorado from a red to a blue state. And the model that they use really could be inserted into any state. And it could happen really in any state. And for those of you saying, well, I'm going to move out of Colorado and I'm going to move somewhere where this wouldn't happen, it will not be guaranteed that that wouldn't happen, because if you watch the documentary, you would see that it really is just a money game. And as long as there's a lot of money being, kind of transferred into big PACs and campaign funding, then really a lot of things are possible. There is a whole grassroots movement that could start, and recalls do happen, but people do need to become aware, and they need to be educated. Hopefully this is one of the last videos that I make. I'll probably make one last video to see what the ultimate outcome is with SB3 and also a couple of other bills. But I really encourage you guys to sign the petitions on a national level, on a state level, and also watch out for what happens with the lawsuit with the CSSA, Firearms Policy Coalition, the NRA. I'll put a link there so you guys can read up on what's going on, and also donate if you would like to. So that's about it. And I will also leave information on how to contact Governor Polis's office, how to send him an email, because you'd rather just do your best and try to let your voice be heard than wish later on down the road that you would have done something. So, all right, well, that's it. My next video will probably be about some dead air information going on our Part 2 series, and hopefully I see you all April 26th and 27th, and stay tuned for more fun at Dragon Man's. See you guys.